Sweden has decided to come up with a term for female masturbation. Now, they're very much concerned about the fact that there isn't a specific term to describe female masturbation, so they came up with Klittra.
I kind of like it.
So it is a combination of the word clitoris and glitter, okay, which... It's funny because they're trying to be really progressive, right? Mm-hmm. But then they're like, I don't know, we're talking about women, glitter. Like, you know?
But didn't they vote on it? Or
they
something?
did. They voted on it. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with this. I just think it's funny because they're like, we really want women to understand that it's okay to masturbate and there's nothing wrong. Yeah, we get it. If women want to masturbate, they're going to masturbate. Like, changing the word isn't going to be like, oh my God, I've never thought about masturbating before. I think I'm gonna go in the bathroom and diddle now.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. And when I first read this story, I was like, okay, so that's true that we don't talk about male sexuality the same way we talk about female sexuality. So they're trying to give a word to kind of make an open dialogue. But then I was really concerned because I didn't know where the term glitter came from. So I don't know if I don't have glitter down there, so I don't know if that's anatomically correct, if I'm messing up, or if the Swedish girls have something way better that I need to get my hands on. I don't know.
I pictured like mental glitter, like when at that moment of crescendo, like a little bit of like, you know.
I was just wondering if like the jazzling was like really popular over there. I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I think this story is ridiculous. I think the fact that they want to look. I don't know how you say masturbation in Sweden, right? I obviously don't speak their language, but the one thing that I will say is in America, the word masturbation is ugly, right? Yeah. Like
Agreed.
Masturbation.
Yeah.
You're a masturbator, right? Like it's just, I came up with my own.
Ironically, some of those folks will enjoy the way you said that.
Right. That's why, like, when I'm communicating about my habits, I like to use the word diddle for women.
Good for you.
And also doodle for men.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I've never heard doodle before. You know, my twist on it is going to work on yourself.
Yeah, going to work on yourself. That's not, but you want a single word, right, to describe it. And so, you know, I feel like it makes more sense. Like, hey, honey, I haven't seen you all day. Did you doodle today? Right?
Well, is that a question that gets asked?
Depends on how open your relationship is.
All right, God bless. So I agree with you that they're living out too much, right? The whole thing of like, well, why is there no female word for masturbation? I don't know. There's just a word for masturbation. There's no female word for masturbation in America. People try to come up with different ones like baking your muffin or whatever it was. They had this whole thing. I don't remember now. Lifting the top of your muffin.
No, there was one phrase. Keep talking. There was one phrase though that was like so ridiculous. I can't believe anyone's ever used it. Keep
right.
going.
But actually, I agree with Anna. I think it's universal. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I thought diddle was the female word for masturbation.
Flicking the bean.
Flicking the bean, right? Yeah. No, but that's no. I voted no on that, and it's too complicated, and there's too many different.
It doesn't
levels.
sound fun. It
Yeah.
doesn't, flicking like no.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how you do it.
Right.
So sounds like something Donald Trump might say. Anyway, okay. So, isn't diddle female masturbation? I mean, obviously it's not formal.
Diddle.
And I like it better than Klittra. Klittra's trying too hard.
Klittra sounds like a sex toy.
Klittra sounds like something you take if you need help with female masturbation. I had a terrible case of nothing going on down there for 48 hours, so I took Klittra. But you know what? If I stay moist for 36 hours.
Oh, Cenk!
Oh, God.
I'm really going to have to see a doctor. Okay.
Moist.
I mean, if you want a word as bad as masturbation, moist is it.
I liked one of their choices. So they had like all these other ones like pulla, runka, but selfa. I feel like that's better more than glitter.
I know, but then you're going to get confused between a selfie and a selfa. Like, I took a selfie. No, I didn't. I meant a selfie. I didn't pull a selfie.
And if you did pull a selfie, it's okay. Look, overall, I think this is goofy, but their message is a good one. Okay,
Right.
Masturbation is normal, it's healthy, there's nothing wrong with it. But I do find it funny that in their society, female masturbation is looked down upon and male masturbation for some reason is not. Because in America, it's the opposite. In America, you hear about a woman masturbating and guys are like, oh yeah, a woman's masturbating. Okay. But you hear about dudes masturbating and everyone like freaks out, right?
I think you're right, actually. That's a great point. I don't know that it was always that way, but right now,
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because think about like when we're coming up with our masters and stuff, like how many times we like go through like jack off, jerk off, whack off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those
but
are
it's all
so easy
negative.
to, like, that's true, but those come out of our like mouths so more easily than female masturbation.
So if
But
you're
that's because
saying
that's
that,
clunky. Like if it's diddle,
That's why
that's
we need
flowing out,
Klittra.
right?
but
The diddling is flowing out all day.
But if you're making an argument that male masturbation is considered more normal or more common than female masturbation, then I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
But in terms of like attitudes toward masturbation, I think that people tend to think that female masturbation is hot and male masturbation is gross. Case in point, something that Jimmy
give you
Dore
that.
brings up quite a bit. I mean, if you found out that a guy was, using a fleshlight, you would probably be like, oh. But if you hear about a woman using a vibrator, that's like, it's-
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I
Fleshlight.
definitely think there's.
Oh, I was like, what would you do with a flashlight? Am I a rookie? What's going on here? Like, hey there, big guy. Ooh, looking good. A fleshlight, that's the thing that's artificial pussy. Yeah, that's right. So Jimmy's right about that. No, I'm with Anna on this one because like all the male masturbation things are negative connotations. Like, what a jerk off. Nobody ever thinks like, what a jerk off.
Jerk off.
Like, what? Okay, way to go, big guy, right?
No, I agree with you on that. I agree that there's more of a negative connotation, one's hotter, but I do think there's more open dialogue about male masturbation. I think that's why they're trying to attribute a word to
That's
it
true.
to start that dialogue.
That's true.
Okay, although there should be more of an open dialogue about female masturbation, that's true. and to all of your points, well, I took a human sexuality class. That was a long time ago, back in '92, I know. Okay, and so we watched different porn, right? And it's because it's part of the class, and you watch people having sex.
What kind of class?
Straight people having sex, lesbians
I took
having
a
sex.
class like that too.
Yeah, and so they get to female masturbation, and the guys are like, yeah, here we go. Okay, and the women are totally fine with it. They're like, oh, they explore the sexuality, nothing. They get to the male masturbation, and
Shame. Shame. Shame.